Having done my good deed for the day, I suggest it is time for me to move on. The music's really, really good, pretty awe-inspiring. Yes, let's get back to Rhyme. Ragnar the White politely stands when you approach her seat and clasps your wrist with a firm grip. Velkommen to Ribe, Giskard, to what we owe the pleasure of your visit. The marsh is safe. No one else will be lost. Truly, what did you discover? They were free brothers, malformed, but only men. They are dead now. She breathes a sigh of relief, though her expression holds a hint of sadness. Whatever drove them to such evil, they're free of it now. In any case, you've done Ribe a great service. Thank you, son of Skarsgård. As promised, your reward. If you need my counsel, my door is always open to my neighboring thanes. Quest completed. Grand. Yeah, let's spend some of my points. try to keep everybody happy. I don't think I'm doing all I can to do that. Sigmundur paces back and forth in front of the casks, examining them with a hungry look in his eyes. He snaps upright, his limbs awkwardly attempting to assume a casual stance as he notices your approach. I'm feeling a bit thirsty, and there is plenty of ale. Wait, no, it's me. That's my voice. Hang on. I'm feeling a bit thirsty, and there is plenty of ale. Might be that there is, but I've laid a cask dry in 3 gulps. And I've emptied 2 casks in 4. Sigmundur opens the tap of the cask and fills a large rowan bark cup to the brim before handing it to you. He then fills one for himself as your companions gather around you. You dip your fingers and flick a few drops into the nearby brazier, an offering to Loki. You cup the horn with both hands and bring it up as you tilt your head back. The ale washes down your gullet, bitter and chased by a hint of sweet gale. In 3 long draughts the cup is empty. You gasp for air and feel a pleasant tingle spread momentarily. You let forth a hearty belch as the cup is scooped up and a new, dark, full one is placed in your waiting hands. Skål! Take a deep breath, then another, and finally you bring the cup up. You close your eyes and focus on the slush of the ale as you move, trying to keep from choking. The second cupful chases the first, and your stomach roils. Cold air streams into your lungs as you take a deep breath. Across from you, Sigmundur struggles with the last gulp, spilling generously down his throat. Skål, you pussy! Another! A 3rd cup is pushed into your hands. You looks down at the fathomless liquid, a hiccup bringing a sour taste of bile to your mouth, a few breaths through your nose, and you bring the cup to your lips. You splutter and cough as the liquid spills from the corners of your mouth and down your front, unable to catch a breath. An awkward swallow sends some of it down the wrong way. The cup tumbles from your hands as you are seized by a coughing fit, falling forward on your hands and knees whilst the burning sensation claws at your lungs. Tears and snot run down your face as you heave, and finally someone steps close and thumps you hard on the back. The lanky man lowers the cup and wipes his mouth on his sleeve. He coughs once and the grin reasserts itself on his face. Not bad, friend. I think I'll have another cup though. Shake his hand. He composes himself and clasps your hand, shaking it with a tired smile. Well done, my friend. Well done. Of all the people I've met, you're my favorite. Nuki hovers over the table, picking from it with care and savouring his choices. When you approach, his expression is furtive for a moment, but he rallies, puffing out his chest and gut. I have an appetite to win, do you? Nefja groans and looks away. A glimmer of confidence spurs on his face. I will eat like the fire in Utgard, Loki's hall. And yet you'll be no match for me. You settle in at the table next to Nuki, and your herd gathers to watch. The food lays spread out before you. Barley flatbread, baked with garlic and butter, smoked and salted fish with dill and honey glazed parsnips. You reach out for a spit of horse meat, charred, tender and fatty. You savour the first bite, grease dribbling down your chin. Next to you, Nuki has seized a wedgie of cheese in one hand and a smoked fish in the other. You tear the last chunk of meat from the spit with your teeth and chew furiously. Glancing over at the challenger beside you, you see Nuki finishing his first portion as well. He glances in your direction and smirks, hands reaching for a second helping. On to the main course then, ha! You tear into a trencher of buttered carrots and peas with your bare hands. Your breath come harder as you chew and swallow, a sheen of sweat beginning to bead on your forehead in spite of the chill air. You finish your helping and lean back with an involuntary groan. Every breath has to push past the plug of food that seems wedged in your gullet, and your gut feels like it is about to burst. A hiccup threatens to bring the lot up once more. You eat as the Heinen jar of Odin's Hall, friend. A draw? His face is glistening mask of relief. A draw then, by the gods. Your gut is made of iron. He reaches down the bench and clasps your forearm. You clasp his in return and share a smile and nod of respect. You then both recline, each giving forth a great belch. Rygilder herself appears in the doorway, a look of moderate disapproval on her face. What is all this commotion about? Nuki, what are you? Sigmundur, are you drunk? And Giskard, did you put them up to this? Wait, no, I don't want to know. If you're here to see me, I have time now. And you two, go tell Gimmer to send new guards to replace you. Oh, fuck's sake, Nefja. Wait, no. What's her woman's name? Oh, she's gone now. The Jarl of this place. Furious with those poor guys. Oh well. And it's all my fault. Let's have a look at the quests. Recruit at least 9 herdmen for your expedition. Travel to Ribe. Well, I'm here in Ribe. What else is here? Let's have a look at more quests. Let's go to Ingmar's home for this one last drink. I like that there's different times of the day for these locations. Ingemar's home speaks of comfort and plenty, but with a certain gaudiness. Old trophies and weapons stand side by side with costly but useless decorations. A fire crackles merrily in the hearth. Before you is a table laden with wooden platters of fruits, cheeses and sweetmeats. Ingemar stands at one end, biting into an apple and chewing with great relish. His eyes light up as he sees you, and bits of apple fly from his mouth as he speaks. Giskard, there you are! The promise of mead and stories of Skarsgård's deeds. How could I refuse? Ingemar wipes his mouth on his sleeve and grins widely. Come then, you are my guest, and no guest of mine will be thirsty for long. Ingemar picks up a pair of drinking horns and sets them on the hearth, beckoning you to join him. Your herdmen move to help themselves as a number of thralls bring forth more food and drink. Roshka sidles next to you and places a tentative hand on your wrist, whispering, I wouldn't drink that if I were you. Her pale eyes implore you meaningfully from beneath the curtains of her dark hair. I smell rhubarb leaf on my horn. This man is trying to poison us. Thank you, Rushka. Ingmar is pretending to be preoccupied with his mead, but you can tell he's straining to listen in. I don't think I have finesse. This is going to fail. Failed. Ingemar's hand darts forth with surprising swiftness as he grabs your wrist. What are you doing, Giskard? Your horn was almost empty. I was going to refill it for you. He releases his grip, his eyes searching your face. You are my guest, Giskard. Drink up, and let the thralls see to our needs. From where do you know my father, Ingmar? Ingmar leans back against the hearth, his eyes growing distant as he gazes into the crackling flames. We were of the same herd, Becklin, allied against ours. We were fucking strong, him and I. Put those milksops in their place. Heh, how'd you get in Osmond, Dizzy? I don't know, how? You ask him to piss in the corner of a barrel. Ha! Pretend to drink. To warriors true and honourable. Skal! You bring the horn up, careful to avoid the paste on the rim. You pretend to drink, all the while making sure none of the amber liquid passes your lips. Perception failed. Thralls keeps their heads down as they tend to you and your companions. Ingmar clearly treats them well, for they are full-cheeked and healthy-looking. How did you and Skarsgård part ways? Ingmar stares into his horn, a shadow passing over his face. Your father set forth with his herd to sail west. I thought that was the end of him. Never heard that he had returned, not until the news of his recent death. I'm bad at everything. Sensefield. There is no bitterness in Ingmar's voice. An old hurt as he nurses as surely as the mead in his horn. He must feel the loss of Skarsgård keenly. You didn't sail with him? He shakes his head and sighs heavily. I did not. It was not my choice. Ingmar's eyes harden as he watches you pretend to sip from the horn. You think me so old that I would not notice your insult? You reject my hospitality so brazenly? Your father's son, indeed. You're trying to poison me. Spineless whelp. Your father wronged me, Giskard, insulted my honor. Then the bastard went and died. When you see him, tell him Ingmar did not forget his slight. Slight is man.
Where did all this blood come from? Oh.
May ravens pick out your eyes!
Shit, everyone's armed. That's why I didn't notice. Basically. Completely failed to notice all this shit happening around me.
One of these days,
fuck.
I should
In one
learn
go,
how to fight.
in one go they eliminated Kettle. Kettle's the one that holds the grip together. Without Kettle, I'm fucked. Disaster. Awful first round. Oh my god. Yeah, I think what happened is that Skarsgård must have slagged Ingmar's ma once. He's like, you're an ugly cunt. Your ma is an ugly cunt. And he's just held that against him. Held that against the Skarsgård family. Fuck me, who am I here? This person. Fuck's sake. So everyone went. It's just a disaster. Awful first round.
If I don't make it, take care of my boys.
And they've got a healer. Oh fuck. Fuck.
Help! Hulda! It hurts! It hurts!
She just can't get to him. Oh, this fight sucks. He's fucked. We're all fucked. Oh dear. Where's his shield? For fuck's sake. I shouldn't have given Giskard a two-handed axe. Oh no. Everyone's going to be walking around with all sorts of injuries after this.
Tried, boys. Let no one say your mom didn't
Fucking
try.
light lacerations. All sorts. They're going to have all sorts. Bum.
I can fix this.
Much better.
Oh shit. Why did I do that? No, I didn't want to do that. No. Everyone's getting a fucking opportunity to attack against him. I didn't even want to do that. Get out of the fucking way, for fuck's sake.
You hope to best me? Pathetic.
Aslif is fucking nuts. A proper barbarian warrior. No, I wanted to heal. Whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. Nice.
Thanks for the help.
Sweet. Not a good fight for everyone though. These injuries are fucking piling up. Kettle's got severe trauma. Almost everyone has injuries. Excuse me. This quest to find crew and herdmen is not going very well. There's people trying to backstab us all over the place. In the pans, in the pans. cult house in Ribe. Where would the cult house be? Let's explore a little more. We'll just see what's on the unexplored parts of Ribe. Feast. Ribe's most central blacksmith is well renowned for his broad knowledge of metalworking. He can forge a sword as readily as he mends a broken pot, while one of his apprentices bangs away at something near the furnace. The smith himself meets you in the yard outside. "Heel, okay, seal, my honourable Thane. Have you come to commission a weapon from the best smith north of Saxony?" Let's talk about the kind of equipment, what kind of equipment you can make. Okay, so tool axe. Okay, so let's have a look here. I think my own axe is already better than that, right? Yeah. Will you repair some? Will you repair some equipment for us? This is the repairing menu. Repair selected. Okay, so I found a blacksmith. Ingemar's home. It's really dick else here. Where on earth could the cult house be? It's not showing up anywhere on the map. And I don't see anything else here. Aha! Over here. Well, I've already talked to these people. What was it they said? Basically that their leader was unavailable, something like that. What about this guy, Rag? Ragnar. What's his crack? What's his deal? Yeah, he's the guy that sells frowls. So many quests. Now here's someone who knows a thing or two about courage. Lads, the monster slayer himself. Oh yeah, he told me about the marshes as well. Skallagrimur stops the training when he sees you. I heard you took care of the trouble in the marsh. Shit, the whole city heard by now. Warriors have been flocking to the docks looking for work now that the traders don't need the extra security anymore. If you're still looking to hire, you won't have any trouble. Let me tell you what I need. I can create new herdmen. Ah, cool. Okay. Do. Svalna. Svalna Halcon. Why not? Yes, I'm just going to make her a pure brute. I'll call you Vivian for the crack. Why not? I'll make you really good at witchcraft. I suppose we could always do with another witch. And also perception. Do 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 do. Jafnar. Jafnar Erland. Yeah, that works. I think make this guy a dual wielder, a dual wielding beast. Unstoppable tank. Okay, last one. Arnulf Asker Onolf. Asker Onolf. Yeah, okay. That works. Do I have to take those two with me? I guess I do. Vivian James' daughter. What the hell? Okay, let's go. I wish I could just deselect Kektil and Nefcha for feck's sake. Ragnhilder's bannerman is in his usual spot outside the longhouse. Again, he stops his train to greet you. Welcome back. Are you looking for more people? Let me think on it. I'll return when I know what I need. Okay, cool. So I've completed this one. I failed to get to Gunmar. Oh, I can't believe I failed to get Gunnar. That sucks. Fuck's sake. Oh well. Let's move on. I don't know where. Seek out the Gaija in the cult house in Ribe. Where the fuck is the cult house? Would have to go back to the marsh to find Franger. Let's just move on to the east. We'll go to the east, and we'll see if we can't find. We'll see if we can't find the whatchamacallit, the fucking treasure in the east. That's the next stop.